Hi everybody. Today's lesson is a topic lesson and it's all about light refraction. Now light refraction is something that we weren't actually going to be doing in school, but I thought it would be really nice to have a look at because it's really interesting and something a little bit different. So I thought it would be a good idea to show you exactly what light refraction looks like before we actually have a go at the activities. So firstly, I've got a glass of water and I've just got a pencil that I've just put into it. It can be a pencil or you can use a chopstick, anything like that, basically even a stick you could use, which would really help. And at the moment that kind of looks very normal, but when you actually look closely, can you see there that the pencil out of the water kind of goes straight down, and then as it goes below the level of the water you can see that the pencil has almost shifted slightly to the left. And that is because of light refraction. Now, light refraction is basically the bending of light as it travels or passes between materials of different optical density. For example, passing between air and through glass, air to water, or glass to air. And I've got a picture here that kind of explains it a little bit further, so I think I'm going to show it to you. So let me just get it here. So this is the picture here. Oh, I think I'm just going to close my curtain a little bit more. That's a bit better. So here, what we can see, it says refraction at surface of water. So here's the actual position of the object here. And what happens is that this is the light path from the object. So we can see a little arrow here, and the light path is going from the object. As it goes through the water and passes into the air, the light rays bend or refract as they travel through. So here we can see them here, they're going through here, and then they bend slightly as they come towards the eye. So then the eye sees the object here, so it appears to the eye as if the object is here because the light has been refracted as it's gone from the water through to the air. The actual object is here. Here's the light path. The light is bent or refracted, and so the eye sees the object over here. How fantastic is that? Let me put it a little bit closer and you can have a look. That's so cool, isn't it? Okay. What I'll do is I'll put a picture of this or copy of this onto with the worksheets and everything online so you can have a look at it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to make sure you've got everything ready. I'll explain to you what you need and then I can just explain what videos you need to look at. Okay, so firstly you're going to need the following things here. So we've got a glass, a jug of water, a pencil or a chopstick, or as I said, you can just use a small stick if you can find one. A small pitcher, about that size there. It just needs to be small enough to be able to place under a glass. And then a tiny bit of blue tack, or a piece of plasticine, or something you can stick something to the bottom of an actual glass. The only other thing I didn't add on to there, which I've suddenly realised, is a small coin. So if you can get a coin ready as well, maybe a 2p piece or a 10p piece or anything like that. Maybe not a 5p, that might be a little bit too tiny. Okay, so see if you can find one around. So once you've got those things ready, you're kind of nearly ready, but then what you need to do after that is to get ready the actual worksheet that we've got online. You can have it on your computer ready, or you can do a print off. I prefer to work with a printout next to me, but that's your choice. Okay, so you might want to pause the video now and get all of those things ready, then they're kind of in situ and you can carry on with the lesson. Okay, what I'd like you to do now as well is, if you've got the actual sheet ready next to you, you'll see at the bottom that there are two clips that I'd like you to look at. The first one is a BBC bite-sized video that basically tells you a little bit more about what light refraction is, and then the second one is showing you the activities that you're going to do. So don't look at the second one for the moment, just look at the first video, and then I'll explain what we're going to do. Okay, so maybe pause the video again now, have a look at the BBC bite-sized video, and then come back to me. Okay, Okay, so hopefully if you've had a look at the video now, you'll have a little bit more of an insight into what light refraction is. That we've obviously seen it through water, but it can occur if it goes through glass or through a lens like you saw in the video. But like I said, we're focusing just on light refraction in water today. So what you're going to be doing is when you see the second video now, it's going to show you 3 different small experiments. The first one is the one that I've shown you already. So that's kind of like a nice easy one to be able to look at. The second one is looking at how you can put an object in the bottom of a bowl, and then when you fill it with water, something happens. I'm not going to tell you what happens because it's really interesting. And then the third one, again, is you have a glass of water this time, so not a bowl like the second one. So first one is a glass, second one is a bowl with water, and then the third one again is a glass, and you put something underneath the glass, and then basically you put water in it. Again, I'm not going to tell you what happens because it's so interesting. Okay, so what you're going to be doing is looking at all of those small kind of scientific experiments on the second video that's at the bottom of your sheet, and you're going to decide which one you would like to write up about. Okay, so what I would suggest to do is have a go at them all, maybe have a go a couple of times at them because they're really, really interesting, very easy scientific experiments to do. Okay, so I would suggest, like I said, you pause the video, have a look and decide which one you're going to write about. When you've had a go at all the videos, what you'll see is you have a sheet that basically looks like this. And I'm going to talk you through it so you know exactly what you're going to do. So, name at the top. I've put topic light refraction, so that's all right already. And then equipment. So you're going to write down basically what you're going to be using. I've already told you what the things are you need, so you can use that as an aid memoir to help you. And then when you've chosen the activity that you're going to record, you're going to draw a diagram here, an annotated diagram, saying basically, showing basically what was happening and how the light must be travelling from the water to the air or the air to the water, and why something is looking very different. I don't exactly want to tell you what to do. I want you to try and see if you can work it out. Okay, so that's the diagram that you're drawing there. Below here, you're basically going to write exactly what you did. And make sure you write it in bullet points. I don't need a great big essay there. I don't need a large paragraph, because when you're writing down the method in any sort of scientific experiment, it needs to be in points, which are very, very clear. Okay. This then carries on here. So you've got a bit more space there, and you can obviously change the headings if you want to, if you've got it online, if you haven't printed it off. And then basically, once you've said what you've done, I want you to put what happened and why. The why, you may need to use the information from both of the videos that you've looked at to help you, or if you're really keen and you think, actually, I'd quite like to look a little bit more at light refraction, you can do some investigations yourself and have a look at why light refraction happens. Okay? At the bottom of the sheet here, you can't really see very well there, I've put both of the videos on there. So if you want to, you can refer back to those as much as you like. Okay? I think that's about it. What I'd like you to do is just to have a go. If there's anything that you get a little bit stuck on, then please contact me. I'd be quite happy to talk some things through, or be able to direct you to different like sites that may be able to help you, or alternatively just explain exactly what I'm expecting from you writing it down. The main idea is that you actually have a lot of fun learning about light refraction and basically what it is. The sheet that I showed you before, that really helps you a little bit, I think, to try and be able to explain what you're doing. But anyway, have a go at doing some of the experiments. If you want to do all 3, that's even better, because they're really, really good, and you can write up all 3 if you like. Yeah, have fun, enjoy it, and let me know how you get on. Okay, bye bye.